Camera Girl here, and today I'm going to show you how to add some bling, I don't know why I do that,
That's good.
to your cold brew. And if you haven't discovered cold brew, it is amazing.
We have a video with this cold brew maker right here.
Yeah, we do. And this is a new one that I just purchased that I've used. That's okay too. This is my favorite, but again, we'll get into that a different video. But today, bling for your cold brew. And you'll see, I'm just going to make a small batch, but I'm going to make a small tray of vanilla ice cubes and then just coffee ice cubes. Really simple ways to make your cold brew last longer without getting watered down. If you like vanilla in your coffee, this is similar.
Now you like using distilled water.
I do. It depends.
Now you know that there's a thing over here, you just do this and then it's like...
I had no idea.
Yeah, that's the water I like.
Well, part of it is it depends on where we are. There are places where there's well water, because I grew up on some of that. I love it. But distilled water, I can count on no matter what.
So you use this for your cold brew coffee as well, right?
Yeah, I do. I do like every now and again, I'll just use tap water. Again, you just decide how discerning your palate is.
Because you're a Richie Rich.
I like what I like.
Okay.
Oh, shut up, camera boy. Anyway, to make vanilla cubes, the proportion, and you can make as much as you want, but you put half a cup of water to half a tablespoon of pure vanilla, not imitation. This is one time you want to use the pure vanilla, and you know, a little extra never hurts. But you just stir it up, you put it in the ice cubes, and you put it away. And some people like to mix milks and different things, and even condensed milk. And you can definitely do that. But one of the things I like about the bling that I'm going to show you today is that you're not adding sugar, you're not adding dairy, you're not adding any creams. And again, I love cold brew. When it's done right, I can taste the caramelly notes, and it's smoother than any hot coffee you can brew. You
never even put cream in your cold brew anymore, do you?
No, I don't. I used to. The first time I had a cold coffee drink was a Thai coffee. Oh my God, it was so good. And that's condensed milk that they put with it with a really strong coffee. That is delicious. But no, for a regular drink, and me being in my 50s, that ain't the thing.
So all that is distilled water and vanilla.
That's it. And again, you can use tap water. It just depends on, as I say, where I'm at. And then for your coffee cubes, because I like the cold brew so much, one thing that I do is I distill it a little bit. So I'm going to put part coffee, and you might say, nope, I'm going to use all coffee. And then I fill the rest up with water. And that way you still get the coffee flavor as the ice cubes melt. And you see they look a little like, once you distill them a little bit, they look a little like the vanilla. But again, this is all I do. To just make your cold brew just over the top without adding any sugars, any creams, anything else. This you can feel wholesome about it because the only sugar is the natural sugar that are in coffee beans. So anyway, we're going to put these in the freezer and let them do their thing. I prefer to make small batches of ice cubes because if they sit in the freezer for a few months, they get a little bit of freezer burn. And again, you might not taste the difference, but I actually do. So we're going to put these away, and then I'm going to show you my perfect combination of cold brew and ice cubes that I like right now.
Here, I'll get the door, my lady.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I guess I should have made a place for them before I started this video, but hey.
We've already got some in here.
Yeah, I'm about to take them out because we need them for our wonderful combo. So, you can tell I don't have many of the vanilla and the coffee, and I actually use some regular ice cubes. Just because it makes the whole thing last longer. But if you use just regular ice cubes in your cold brew, it gets watered down very quickly.
I didn't know you put that much. So you do a mix of regular ice cubes and flavored ice cubes.
Yeah, again, it depends on how big your glass is and all that stuff. So I'm putting 4 of the mini vanilla cubes. This is the part Buck doesn't like. He likes the natural taste of coffee. He thinks that any kind of vanilla adds an artificial flavor, so he doesn't have to use those. But sometimes he makes his brewed coffee into an iced coffee. And yes, you could use tongs. Don't be grossed out. And these ice cubes, they may not look like it, but they are mostly just the cold brew. I didn't put as much water in those. And it depends on, again, how strong the cold brew is. This cold brew, I'm getting ready to take the grinds out. I only let it sit for about 14 hours, and it's a medium blend coffee, so it's not real strong. But what I generally do is put some coffee, put some distilled water, and some more coffee. And again, it depends on how strong your cold brew is, but it also makes your cold brew last longer. I don't like to mix, some people like to mix their water and cold brew once they have it distilled so it's truly ready to go. I don't know, I feel a little like a
bartender.
Scientist. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But then you give it a taste. You always leave a little room on the top to add.
Well, it looks pretty dark.
Yes, I like it dark.
So the takeaway here is if you're making cold brew coffee, then making cold brew or coffee ice cubes.
Coffee ice cubes,
no-brainer.
coffee ice cubes, and vanilla ice cubes. Again, if you want to try something different, start with those two basics, and then you can experiment from there. We'll have a link below to the cold brew recipe as well as our tips for, well, making flavored ice cubes. And you can check out a variety of great recipes at myfoodchannel.com. Share it, like it. But until next time, cheers. Camera boy.